Today's card is I am willing to change. The back reads, I am willing to release old negative beliefs. They are only thoughts that stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. So what a beautiful card to start off with, right? Our affirmation today, I am willing to change. That's awesome. I think all of us should be willing to change in ways that are positive. If you can see a positivity that isn't just self-serving in changing your belief system about something, it's important to respect that and lean into that, right? So what I've got here is I have blossom, and I think a lot of people want the people around them to succeed and have and see the blossoming of the fruits of their labor, right? And I think that that is also pushing people to change a little bit, is the idea that maybe some of this might be being threatened in some way. So people are realizing they want other people around them to thrive. They don't want to just put their head in the sand and continue to only focus on themselves. They want to help other people because they've realized that that isolated point of view wasn't serving them. So I think that you are in that camp. I have fire here. What's been going on has been lighting a fire underneath you, and you don't want to be blind to what's going on anymore. You know, you want to change in big ways that are going to impact other people. And I think that that's great, because I think a lot of people are waking up to kind of what's going on in general, like just like in life, and then also like talking to their children, talking to their family about like what's happening and what's going on, and how can we change, you know? How can we change as a society in a way that's more progressive whenever we're dealing with so much oppression and so much regression? I have breathe here. So, or breath, not breathe. But this is telling me that it's important for you to take a moment to kind of analyze what's going on, take a breath, really sit with what's happening, and figure out how there are tangible ways for you to change. And what is it specifically that you want to change? You know what I mean? Because I think I am willing to change is maybe not necessarily just your perspective, but maybe as in like society at large, I as in we, you know what I mean? Like I want us to change. And I am willing to do the work to do it is like really what I'm getting from you, which is awesome. It's really hard to champion for other people, and it's really hard to push to stand behind others especially whenever, like, if you might have benefited from the ways that things are, and standing up can maybe challenge that privilege. That's something that people really need to do. You know, I personally have dealt with situations where I was close to somebody. I thought they had my back. I thought they cared about me. You know, I have stood up for them. But then in a moment, whenever somebody was being racist towards me or misogynistic or whatever it is that might have been going on, and I stand up for myself, and that person like received some sort of social punishment for what I did, they wanted me to sit down and be quiet because they were afraid. They did not realize it, but it's like the privileges they were receiving were being threatened, and so they didn't want to lose those privileges. So I just needed to be quiet and take the abuse so they could continue to benefit. And so for a lot of people are not realizing that they've been living their life that way and not realizing how much it's hurt other people, and now it's coming back on them because it's just like crumbling down. You know, we all had our pecking order, and it's just like crumbling down to where like it's eating itself at this point. And so standing up is a really good thing for us all to blossom. Keep that fire lit, but also take a moment to breathe and really just like analyze what it is that you need to do. And also don't feel like you have to do everything all at once either. Just like start small, do the things that you can do by talking to people in your family, talking to people in your community, especially people you knew who thought maybe similarly to how you did, or somebody that you were really close to who does have these like views about like protecting the status quo. Talk to them, figure it out, because they're going to listen to you more than they would listen to someone like me. So that I'm willing to change really goes along with that. I have wisdom here. You've probably made your decision to change from becoming more wise about certain situations. You've learned, you've listened, you've experienced things that now have you thinking in a different way than you were before. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's really important to continue to learn and change. You know what I mean? I have things that I've gone through too, where I learned that maybe I had some sort of privilege about something, or I had the wrong idea about something that was harmful to someone else. And it's important to learn and ask questions and not be afraid to be wrong. I think a lot of people are afraid to be wrong, and a lot of people are afraid to say, I'm sorry. And we need to not live in that aspect. It really takes wisdom, and it takes responsibility, and it takes, I don't want to say bravery, but that's the word I'm looking for basically. It really takes those aspects to own up. So that's good, right? And then we have grounded here. I want you to stay grounded in reality and not let yourself get too wrapped up in things that aren't actually happening. And it'll also help you too with maybe combating with these relationships that you are in, that you maybe need to do the work to reach people in your community. I want you to stay grounded. Don't let them pull you off of topic. Don't let them deflect. Don't let them bring up things that aren't even real. Like, really just continue to do that work, because you are in the place to do it. You know, they're more likely to listen to you than they are to listen to other people who are being oppressed at a higher level. Because we really do need to come together, and people do really need to change at large. And everybody has their work they have to do too. It's not like, oh, only certain types of people have to do work. Everybody has to do some sort of work. Everybody has some sort of prejudice that they're working through, and that they're realizing that their community has as well. Pretty much everyone has to deal with that in some way. So it's important for you to embrace those things as you move forward in changing not only yourself, but changing the narrative, changing history, changing the world. It takes small steps. So that is my affirmation to you. I'll read the card one more time. I am willing to change. I am willing to release old negative beliefs. They are only thoughts that stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. So good luck. And I believe that you will change, and I would believe that you will make a difference. If you like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever. And you could buy me a cup of coffee if you want to support me. So thanks. See you next time.